All right, we've got all the formalities taken care of. The pregame introductions, we've got the anthem. It's time to play some hockey.
Let's play some hockey.
We mentioned Eagan. They were down in New Prague on Saturday. They left there with a 4-2 victory. Good outing by the Cats, other than having too many times in the box on that one.
Yeah, you heard about that, huh? The kids had a brutal Monday morning or Monday afternoon practice. I heard they had to skate with vests for about 30 minutes. So hopefully they'll stay out of the box tonight, but we'll see.
Hey, their PK on the other hand, they were 6 for 7 on the PK in that one. 9 penalties for 29 minutes against the Wildcats in that one, including a 10-minute on, I believe it was Henry Reif, on a very questionable misunderstanding is the way I heard it. The kid fell on a stick, broke it. Henry kind of tried to skate away with it. Ref called him for illegal equipment. Then the stick flew.
Yes, it did.
It was a 10-minute on Henry. So it's going to go in the stats as a 10, but a very, what do you call it, a questionable 10, shall we say?
Yeah, definitely.
As for the
minor misconduct.
Yeah, as for the Burnsville Blaze, they started their year 2 nights ago, beat Bloomington Jefferson by a 5-3 count. That game was tied going into the third before Burnsville got a couple of them about a minute apart, added an empty netter for a 5-3 win over the Jefferson Jaguars. So should be a good one here tonight. Burnsville's going to go left to right wearing the dark jerseys. Cats in the home gray with blue. And this will be Johnny Myers poking it into the zone for the Wildcats. Nobody there. Gibson was his nearest Wildcat in on that play. Burnsville's going to dump it down to the right of Manzella. Just underway here in the Eagan Civic Arena. Kept in that time nicely by Burnsville. Well, but momentarily, I should say, Joey Anderson kept it in. Cats bring it up, or Burnsville now has it back with a Sean. And Cats are just going to fire that one all the way down. Whitcow, he's nearly trickled in. Whitcow almost with a fluke one allowed early. We stay scoreless, though, with 45 seconds gone by. 17-minute periods here in high school hockey. First shot on goal for the Wildcats. It wasn't a beauty, but it nearly counted.
It looked like the goalie was not prepared for the shot.
Yeah, it kind of bounced off his right pad and in. It kind of trickled behind him, and I think it kind of maybe got caught up in some of the shavings back there. And we've got our first penalty of the game upcoming, 1:07 into this one. And let's see who's going to go to the box. It looks like they're opening the Burnsville door. So it looks like Cats are going to get the first power play opportunity of the contest. And it's going to be number 21 of Burnsville, Joey Anderson, their captain, going for, I believe they set a cross check. So Eagan 0 for 5 in that game at New Prague on the power play. Get some fresh bodies out there for the Wildcats who had yet to make a change for the penalty. Max Meekin out there, number 12. He's one of the defenders. Back out top, here's number 4 for the Wildcats. That's Aiden Byrne. Byrne gets the pass from Meekin. Byrne's going to send it down low as the Cats are cycling 20 seconds into this power play. Good job so far by the Blaze, not letting anything happen.
Beautiful.
A good opportunity there for the Cats. Couldn't quite connect on the backdoor play. Cats able to keep it in. That's Meekin. He'll send it down low. There's Johnny Myers.
Try it again.
A quick shot that was knocked down by the defender. Into the corner, go the Wildcats. I think that's Meekin that pinched down and in. Check that. This is Meekin with the puck now. Here's back to Myers. Myers along the half wall, right in front of the Burnsville student section. Byrne from way downtown. And that one goes high and over the cage. Burnsville, can they clear?
Looks like we got an upcoming penalty on Eagan.
And it's going to be well, they called it, but they didn't signal it yet. So time of this one is going to be 1:59. So we're going to play 4 aside for 1:08, and it's going to be Meekin sitting for the Wildcats.
Looks like interference.
Face-off will be in the Wildcat zone. So we said 4-on-4 for 1:08. Then Burnsville will have a power play for about 52 seconds. A little more open ice here as Burnsville controls deep in the Wildcat zone. This is 7 chasing around for the Blaze. That's Tim Erlob. He had a couple goals in that opener against Jefferson. Shot from way out low, never made it through. That was knocked down on the way in. Might have been Anderson that got his stick down. Long shot, Manzella steers that one aside. The shot came from Joe Faith, the junior defender for Burnsville. And it's rare to say junior on this Burnsville squad. They are a senior-heavy bunch. I read where they have 17 seniors on this roster. Burnsville keeping it down low with Sean. He gets it back through the circle. Nice up, got upended down in there by the Wildcats. And after that check, Burns going to go to the bench. 15 seconds to go and 4-on-4. Here comes Burnsville, head of steam. Through the neutral zone, digging it in deep. That's number 2, Bennett Botts, one of their defensemen. Cats looking to just dump it down potentially. 3, 2, 1. Power play, Burnsville for the next 52 seconds. Cats are going to be forced to regroup. That's Willery. He'll fire it all the way down. Force the Blaze to regroup. Whitcow handles it behind the net. Good forecheck down there by the Wildcats. And Burnsville is going to come away with it here with 34 to go in the power play for the Blaze. Nearly knocked away by Willery. And Burnsville, they do stay on side briefly. Kept in there number 18. That was Nielsen, junior forward for the Blaze, back at the point here on this power play. And we've got ourselves a souvenir. Right down by a couple of the Pee Wee B2 players, I think, coming close to catching that one. Looked like Dylan Hoagland, and I think my kid Evan was down there too. If it was to Evan, he didn't catch it, don't worry.
He's not a goalie.
No, plays first base in baseball. Dylan's a catcher, so he probably better hands. 15 to go in the power play for Burnsville. And they keep it in the Wildcat zone. Just under 4 minutes gone by here in the opening period. Burnsville an opportunity from the left dot, and that was blocked on the way in. That was 18 with the shot. That was Nielsen all the way down, and Eagan's going to be back at full strength. So both teams 0 for 1 thus far with the man advantage. Albeit both were only about a minute. Shot in front of the slide, and it goes whistled it just wide for the Wildcats. Came off the stick of, I believe that was Gibson, number 9. Gibson from the half wall, back down in front, tried to get something there with Meekin. And back out to center. Cats do control. Check that was Rife, 13, that had that opportunity in front. A little hard to read these Wildcat numbers with the blue on the gray. We'll get it figured out. It's only game 1 for us as well. Home opener for the Cats, who said they're 1-0 with a win at New Prague. Burnsville beat Jefferson a couple nights ago, so they're 1-0 as well. Here's Rody in for Burnsville. Gets knocked off the puck by Byrne. They meet again near the corner. Byrne tries to tie him up. Puck does squirt free right out front. Nobody there wearing black. Instead, the team wearing the gray is able to poke that one out. Again, Whitcow looks to come out and play that puck behind his net. Said that probably 4 or 5 times already. Cats can't keep it in, and they'll have to tag up, so they are on sides. They do, but they're going to make a change for about 3 of the Wildcat players, and here comes Burnsville once again. Wheeling through neutral, dumped all the way down. Manzello will kick that aside off the stick of Myers. Burnsville's going to make a change behind the play. A fresh man coming off the ice, couldn't quite control it. Here comes number 11. That's Myers once again. Dumps it in, and he is going to stay on briefly. Let's go back down to Whitcow. Handles that one much better than the opening one. Cats looking to backhand it in front, nothing doing. Here comes Burnsville. Holmstrom tries to bring it out for the Blaze. Instead, it's going to be number 18, Nielsen, in deep shot. Manzello with a big save there, got the pad down. Nice save there by the senior netminder. Burnsville tries to keep it in, can't do it. Here come the Cats the other way. At center, number 5 is Aiden White, who's battling a shoulder injury, we were told. Long shot all the way through. Oh, Whitcow goes right to his head off the shot of Byrne. Wasn't sure White was going to play tonight. He's been battling a shoulder injury, we were told.
I'll tell you, Eagan looks like they've had quite a few scoring opportunities here, even though the shots are 3-2, Eagan to Burnsville, but definitely some good opportunities to score so far in the first period.
Gibson on the draw for the Wildcats. Rife on the one wing, Myers to his right. And puck comes all the way out, squirts down. Manzello, will he be playing it? He will. He'll leave it for Byrne behind his net. Watch there by Gregerson for Burnsville. Here comes Johnny Myers through neutral, far side. He's got his man Rife looking for to get it to Gibson. Oh, they just behind Cole. He couldn't quite get the stick on that one. Cats try to center it, nothing doing. And once again, here come the Blaze. This is Erlob. 2-on-3 for the Blaze. Long shot high up into the netting. And we'll have ourselves a face-off with about 6.5 gone by.
We haven't had a whole lot of stoppage of play. It's been a pretty even flow game other than the two minor penalties.
I was talking to Coach Taylor yesterday. He told me Egan's got some pretty good speed this year, and I'm not sure if they want to get into an up and down game with Burnsville, but I'm sure they're very confident if they do. There's Gregerson in deep for the Blaze. And that puck does come out. Here comes Eagan, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Meekin, stop, dangle, shot. That goes blocked in front by the Burnsville D, and leading the rush this time for Burnsville. And dumping, that was Anderson, the captain. He made the block, carried it over, tried to dump it deep. Burnsville able to change up one behind the play. They keep it in the Wildcat zone. Opportunity in front, Manzella, big save there. Set up nicely by Burnsville. We shall stay scoreless. That was number 20, Rudy, I believe, or check that, 27, Tucci for Burnsville with a nice tip. That one was a little too close for the Wildcats' comfort, I would say.
There was some oohs and ahs from the crowd for sure.
Just looking at that Burnsville game against Jefferson the other night, Burnsville was outshot 12-4 in the opening period, and then outshot the Jags 25-8 in the final two.
Yeah, Jefferson's pretty good. You know, they're notoriously good on the hockey side of things.
Nowhere near the glory days of about 25 years ago with Bianchi and Crowley and those guys who basically had your reservations at the X every year.
Yeah.
Back in the
Very true.
Back in the clearboard days at the X. And Wildcats tried to dump it in, and they'll safely send it near side. Off the near side boards, tried to bank it ahead. Over skating at that time was Delmonico, number 3 for the Wildcats. And Burnsville keeps the pressure into the Wildcat zone. Centering it in front was Dylan Reed, but nothing happening there for the Blaze. So we're 7 minutes into a scoreless first period. South Suburban Conference opener for both these teams. Long outlet pass, that was tipped on the way in. Luke Anderson got his stick on that one, so we'll play on. Anderson takes his man into the boards. Puck not going to stay out. Turnover in front, backhand, no, just wide. Whitcow might have got a pad on that. Kept in nicely, Meekin near side. There's 11 for the Wildcats. That's Tony Asta. Meekin in control. He'll leave it. Here comes Asta coming back out. Asta out there with Aiden White and Luke Anderson. 11, 5, and 6. Kind of the second line for the Wildcats early in the season. As Coach Taylor said, all these lines, of course, are subject to change. Here comes White. Cuts. Couldn't get his shot off. Got it deflected on the way through. Went off the stick, or the skates of Faith. And Burnsville trying to get it back out. Cats really haven't got a whole lot set up in the zone yet tonight. Got a lot of maybe one quick shot, and Burnsville able to bring it out. A little neutral, you take it, no, you take it. And Burnsville will take it. Here's Nielsen. Sends it over the far side in front of the Wildcat bench. Quick shot, and that one went wide of the cage. Here come the Cats, and we're running the other way, or skating the other way, I should say. Myers, here's the guy you want leading the rush if it's a game of speed. Backhand attempt, that goes wide. Johnny Myers, the Colorado College commit. Number 7 for the Wildcats. Cats down low, and the net is off. And there's our whistle.
There was a scrum in front for that one.
Yep, and that net was off for 3 or 4 seconds there. We mentioned Johnny Myers. He's the leading returning scorer for the Wildcats. 18 goals, 31 assists a year ago. Cole Gibson, 12 and 15. And Henry Reif, 7 and 17. So Eagan has, of their top 8 scorers, those are the 3 that remain off that team last year that was 20 and 8. Lost in that section final game to St. Thomas Academy up there at Edina. Game that the Cadets got a couple goals on an early major, and Eagan just never able to fight their way back into that one, but turned into a pretty good hockey contest. Burnsville, they got beat in the quarters last year by Eastview. Second straight losing year for the Blaze, which is something they're not accustomed to on that side of town.
And I was going to say, Eastview took down St. Thomas a week ago or so. So there's some stiff competition in this district this year.
Well, I mean, you look at this district. You know, Lakeville's they're always good. Rosemont apparently has an outstanding team this year.
Yes.
Saw the Irish.
That's what we've heard.
Saw they were ranked 4th in one poll. I saw them 3rd in another.
Some good athletes down there in Rosemont.
Yeah. Somebody told me they have a freshman on their second line, I guess, who's just huge. Kid can skate, and he's not afraid to use his big body. So the Wildcats will see the Irish at some point this year. A couple of times we'll get them here and there. They'll be there on Saturday, January 4th. The Irish will be here late in the year in February 6th. Oh, that one's going to trickle in, and it's 1-0 Burnsville.
Yeah, it looked like that puck went right under Derek Manzella's arm, stick arm.
10:19 will be the time of that one. Looks like it's going to be a Sean with the goal. You may not see Derek give up another one like that this year.
No. And it's not like Burnsville's had a lot of scoring opportunities, but again, just finding the angle on that puck to get it in the back of the net.
A year ago, Manzella, almost 1,300 minutes. He had a 202 goals against average and a 913 save percentage, and we've got an offsides on Burnsville. So Joey Anderson, the sole assist for Burnsville on the goal. Put the Blaze up by a 1-0 count. So the Cats looking to get the equalizer here as we're 6.5 to go. We're only in the opening period, though. Plenty of time for the home team to get back in this one. And here comes Eagan. Long shot. That was blocked on the way through. Shot came off the stick of Dylan Wedward, a sophomore forward for the Wildcats. Wedward out there with Alex Lockenmeyer, 17, and number 3, Connor Delmonico. Kind of the Eagan third line right now. Big save there by Manzella. That was off the stick of Nielsen. Good pressure by the Blaze after getting that goal not too long ago. Battling down in the corner. We'll go 2-on-2 this time. A little skate to skate out to the stick. Burnsville opportunity. Here's Faith. Oh, will he get the shot off? He tried. He lost it trying to dangle there a little bit. Couldn't quite happen. Cats dump it out. Not going to be enough for nice, and we shall play on as Jordan Tompkins for Burnsville regroups. We're sweater number 9. Here Eagan does take the puck away, however, off the turnover. And a Sean the Blaze, they'll regroup. And off the near side wall. That was Aiden Byrne with a big check. He and Gregerson meeting at the center ice. A couple of big boys there. Cats, can they poke it out? Kept in right in front of the Wildcat bench by Burnsville. And that puck does squirt out. And once again, Blaze going to regroup. 5-4 shots on goal in favor of the Blaze. 1-0 where it matters, though, on the scoreboard. I'd say Burnsville's definitely picked up their game here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, I think they've got some confidence after that first goal that went in.
And we should have an icing, and we do. So that faceoff's going to come back in the Wildcat zone.
Give time for the benches to change.
Absolutely. We mentioned the schedule briefly. Wildcats, Saturday the 2nd, they're at Apple Valley. Farmington is here on the 12th, followed by Prior Lake on the 14th and Eastridge on the 17th. Kind of a home-heavy December for the Wildcats. And then they go about a month with just one home game. And then they finish with something like 4 out of 6 at home. Burnsville is going to keep that one in. Here's Gregerson, he leaves it back for Anderson. Long shot, and Manzella gobbles that one up, hits him right in the E. Another save, and face off again in the Wildcat zone. 4:31 to go, opening period here on ETV. You're home for Wildcat Sports. Again, thanks for being with us wherever you're at. Balmy 33 degrees. That puck drop.
That was inside, right?
Yeah. For those of you that are not here in the greater Eagan area, high on Tuesday is supposed to be 2. So,
yikes.
There you go. It's going to snow.
It's that time of the year.
It's going to snow. It's going to get cold. So, yeah, and that is offsides. It's hockey season. Hey, it's December.
Yeah, well, that's what we wait for all year.
As I heard today, Christmas is in 20 days. Get your shopping done now.
Yeah.
We've survived Black Friday, Cyber Monday. As we go back to the ice, that one gets lofted in. Meekin to regroup. He'll try to get things rolling for the Wildcats near side. Gets in front of the student section, but it gets out to Anderson. That's knocked down on the way through. Cats opportunity, but White couldn't quite control. Eagan does, however, into the zone. Backhand and it's in. Yes, there it is. All right. 13:04, time of that one. And the Wildcats off the scramble. We've got ourselves a 1-1 hockey game.
Looked like it was a backhander underneath the goalie pads to go in. It was a delayed call on the goal by the officials.
It looks like I believe Woodward's going to get the goal, but we'll check that. That's Asta. We'll wait for the official word, though, from Nick Johnson. Woodward takes the draw. I believe it was Asta with the goal, but we shall see. Burnsville offsides there. Clock didn't start either. So we'll bring it back out. And we've got a draw just in front of the Wildcat bench, just outside the blue line. So Nick Johnson's checking to see actually who got that goal. He goes over to the Wildcat bench. Bottom line is it's 1-1. Cats looking to make it 2-1 opportunity. It's scramble in front. Burnsville knocks it out of harm's way. There's 27 knocking it forward. That's Tucci. Had a nice opportunity earlier this period to get one in. Cats dump it in. They'll have to tag up. And there they go. They are officially tagged.
You called it, Mike. It was Tony Asta.
So White and Meekin will get the assists on the goal by Asta. Again, 13:04 time of that one. So we're 1-1 with 3 minutes to go in the opening period. Shots are 6 apiece. There's number 7 for the Wildcats. Myers brings it in, and that goes just wide off the rebound. I think that was Gibby with an opportunity. Cole Gibson, number 9 for the Wildcats. And we've got whistles because we've got a flying stick. We have a penalty. What do we got here? Looks like the net is off. Yep. Could have been off by much. Hard to tell from here.
It was a minor adjustment.
Yes. Well, look at these goalies. You got a couple of big boys out there. You got Whitco for Burnsville. Evan Whitco, he's a senior. Derek Manzello for the Wildcats, another senior. And that's Whitco. Kicks that aside up into the netting. Let's do another face-off. Crowd's starting to fill in a little bit here at the Civic Arena. I'd say I'd say it's about 60% Wildcats right now. If center line is truly the divider. Decent student section turnout tonight. I think I saw on Twitter today, the student section calls this place the litter box.
I'm going to have to find that out.
Yeah, I thought it was something with a hashtag, something about the litter box. They did that last year too, and I never did find out exactly. In front, that goes just wide. Might have went off a Burnsville player with 2:19 to go here in the first. Okay, they're just going to ring it around. Here's Burnsville trying to get something going with Bots. And this will be Ashan, 2-on-2. He's got Gregerson with him. Might have got away with a little offside there. It was close. And it doesn't matter because the puck's going to come out. And a couple of Wildcats bump into each other. That was Myers and somebody. Good back check that time. Meekin steals the puck from Ashan. And he'll send it up the boards. Tries to get it to Myers. That should be an ice. And there is our whistle with $1:49 to go.
Yeah, it looks like the Eagan Wildcats have a little more energy in their step right now, too, after scoring that goal.
Yeah, that goal happened at the 13:04 mark. 2 minutes later, we've got no shots in the game since that point. Until now. Long shot by Faith. That was steered aside by Manzella. Good collision far side. Cats trying to poke it out. Will it be an ice? They say it is, and there's the whistle. Look down at the one official. He kind of half-heartedly pointed to an ice. It's off to the right of Manzella. So $1:37 to go, period 1. It's the Wildcats 1, the Burnsville Blaze 1 here on Eagan TV. Shot that never got through, instead it went into the corner. Nielsen for Burnsville. He battles in there with a couple of Wildcats deep. Burnsville gets it back, tries to get in front, and couldn't get the shot off that time. Was Burnsville's number 14, Corey Bell, check that. First time we've called Corey tonight, and we've got another icing against the Wildcats. Hey, Eagan TV, always looking for volunteers. If you ever want to have your own show, you want to cover a sporting event, check out how. Eagan-TV.com. No experience necessary.
That's why I'm here, Mike.
That's why we're all here. You get what you pay for. Here come the Wildcats. 2-on-2, right off the draw. Here's White. Long shot and glove there, Whitcow. That had corner written on it. But the big senior netminder got that left glove out. So 1:08 now to go, opening period. Just looking ahead, by the way, we mentioned the Eagan schedule. Burnsville home Saturday the 7th against Eastview. They've got Prior Lake at home Thursday the 12th. Both of those 7 o'clock starts at the Burnsville Ice Center. And Nick Johnson about to tell us we have 1 minute remaining. There it is. Eagan keeps that one in at the point for the Wildcats. And Burnsville to control, looking to see if either team can get one here in the final 49 seconds. Cats dump it in. They're going to have to tag. They do. Burnsville stop. Good aggressive forecheck on this one by the Wildcats. Burnsville nearly able to get up to Bell on a break, but it was intercepted by the Wildcat D. Cats changing up 3 for the final 30 seconds of this one. Burnsville's keeping their same 5. Looks like till the final buzzer. And trying to poke that ahead for Burnsville was Holmstrom. Cats do come away with us. We're down 19 in the period. Off shot, nobody there for the Wildcats. Way out. That was Willery with the blast. Backhand in front opportunity. Oh, Whitco right there for the save. I believe that was Gibby. He got robbed, I should say. And the final seconds about to tick off. So 17 minutes gone by. And it's the Burnsville Blaze 1. The Eagan Wildcats 1. Good up and down period.
Yeah, it really was. It slowed down a little bit here at the end of the period. There was quite a bit of icing calls, but the last 55 seconds was a lot of action on the Burnsville side of the rink.
Yep, so Grant Deshawn, early goal for the Blaze at 10:19. 13:04, the Cats tie it. Tony Asta with assist to White. And number 12, Meekin. So we're going to take ourselves a break while they resurface the ice. You're watching Eagan Wildcat Hockey on ETV. And welcome back inside the Eagan Civic Arena, the home opener for the Eagan Wildcats in the 2019-2020 season. We're tied at 1 as we get set for second period action between the Wildcats and the Blaze from Burnsville. He's Kerry Reeder, I'm Mike Cook. Thanks for being with us. Wherever you're watching us here on Eagan TV, is on our YouTube channel. Got to do it. I was told I have to give a special shout out to Henry Dive's grandparents, Chan and Leanne, who are watching us from India.
Really?
Yep. I was told by her daughter, she walked by and said, say hi to him. So, hello. I used to work with Leanne for many years. So,
what time would it be in India right now?
I'm thinking it's
7 a.m.
Got to be.
8 a.m.
I'm guessing a little cornflakes and hockey. Got to be something like that, I would imagine.
Maybe tea.
And it's probably tomorrow.
Maybe tea in India.
Could be tea, yeah. A good point. Yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of traditional breakfast something or other. Oh, well, anyway, back at the arena. So as we said, shots right now, 8 for the Wildcats, 7 for the Blaze. Both teams come into this one 1-0. Mentioned the Cats, they won down at New Prague on Saturday. Was that 5 days ago? Burnsville beat Bloomington Jefferson 5-3 2 nights ago. A Burnsville team that is dominated by seniors. Remember, they have 17 seniors on this Burnsville roster, and might be one of those where it's kind of a last hurrah for the Blaze for a while. And as you look at you look at their younger levels, and they've merged with Apple Valley for a lot of teams, and you just kind of wonder sometimes as people, Burnsville's a little bit of an older community, demographics changing a little bit, so.
Their JV team did beat Eagan JV team tonight 4-2.
Yes, they did. Thanks for mentioning that. I had it written down here. I just probably would have forgot about it.
That was another good game, though.
It was.
A lot of action.
Yeah, I think Burnsville got a couple late in the second to go up like 3-1, and then it was just kind of pretty even through the third. So Todd Carlson and Eagan JV fouled just short tonight. Here comes Myers. He loses the puck to Gregerson. Burnsville moving right to left this period. In the road, blacks with the gold trim. Cats in the home gray. Here's Reif from the circle. Tries to get off Gregerson. Shot across. Couldn't quite connect with Myers. 45 seconds gone by here. Period number 2. Cats making a change far side. And, of course, this is a period with the long change. So we'll see if that ever comes into play. Cats unable to clear it out. And they'll regroup in their own zone. Burnsville looks like they're going to change one player on the far side. And here comes Eagan. This will be Myers down the right side, deep into the corner. He battles 1-on-2. Gets a little help down there from Cole Gibson. They lose the puck. Here comes Burnsville. Head of steam for the Blaze. There's that big check on that far side is number 18. Nielsen gets ridden out right at the Blaze bench. Boy, he was motoring, though, coming through there. From the Wildcats. This is Rife. Tries to get it to his teammate, Aiden White. And Rife's going to go to the bench as the White line shall be on. It's Aiden White, Luke Anderson, and Tony Asta. Who we were told in intermission it is Asta. We were saying Asta for a good chunk of the first period. Puck nearly off the ceiling here in the Civic Arena, but we do play on. Backhanded in front. Anderson overskates it. And Burnsville once again. Here's Nielsen. He's upended. And we've got our first penalty of period number 2 is going to go against the Wildcats. And the Burnsville student section, they like that. They're pounding on the glass. And it's going to be Luke Anderson, the senior forward, is going to sit for the Wildcats. 1:55 time of that one. I assume they're going to get him on a trip. Might have been a hook. Bottom line is the Burnsville player went to the ice, and they're going to have a 2-minute advantage, and tripping is indeed the call. Second power play of the night for the Blaze. They were 0 for 1 initially. Cats 0 for 1 as well. However, both of those in the first period lasted about a minute as the Cats were penalized into when they were on the power play. Anderson trying to set things up for Burnsville back up top. Here's a Sean. He's going to keep it. He's going to go low. He'll circle. He's looking to find somebody in front. Far side Burnsville circle. Sean gets it back off the stick of number 7, Erlob. Back across. Opportunity shot. And Manzella might have got the blocker up on that one. Shot came off Nielsen. Shot all the way through, and that trickles just wide. Burnsville nearly made it 2-1. Kept in nicely by Anderson for the Blaze. Cats looking to get it out, and they do. Egan's going to make a 3-player change as Burnsville is forced to regroup with 1:14 to go in the power play. Burnsville kept the same 5 out. Keeping an eye on number 14, Bell. He's just kind of skating back here at the blue line. Down around, here's a shot. He couldn't quite keep it in, nor could Anderson. Puck does squirt out back to the neutral zone. Blaze going to be forced to regroup. Aggressive play. Cole Gibson there at the blue line. Controls the puck for the Wildcats. Actually gets it in low. Myers for Gibson. Tried to go behind the play, couldn't do it. Here's, I believe, Ben Willery for the Cats. He'll just dump it in. Nearly caught Myers going in alone. Whitkow's going to play it. Myers nearly picked that one off. Gibson, oh, and he's absolutely leveled by a Sean. Big hit by number 3 for Burnsville. From Blaze the other way, 2-on-2. Written out of the play nicely by the Eagan D. Burnsville looking to set things up. 25 to go on the power play for the Blaze. Check far side. There's a shot. He's got the puck down low. Looking to get something set up is Burnsville. Sean gets it back. He's knocked off the puck down there by, I believe, is that Meekin? It's hard to read these numbers for the Wildcats. And that should pretty much kill this one off as there's 6 seconds to go in the power play. Cats making a 3-player change. Intercepted at centers. Willery. He's ridden out of the play by number 20, Rhodey. That was 20-on-20. And the Cats are back at full strength, by the way, as you might have heard Nick Johnson in the background. Against Willery. Again, he knocks down Rhodey. This time those two 20s, they battle once again. Big hit behind the play, off, knocking the player off the puck. I believe that was Gibson for the Wildcats. Shot blocked in front. Here comes Eagan. 3-on-2 if they hustle. Puck goes in deep. And it's number 4 for the Wildcats. Byrne in deep. Byrne, one of the captains on this Wildcat squad. Here comes Burnsville, 2-on-1. Looking down to get it in front. Nice defensive play by the Wildcats. Trying to see who that was on that far side. It might have been Nicholas Cron from 24. First time we've called his name. And a reshot. Oh! So just kind of a reflexive stop there. And we remain a 1-1 hockey game with 4:45 gone by. Period number 2.
I don't know if you noticed that, but it looked like Meekin was out there for the full 2 minutes on that last power play.
I wondered that. Get that boy some water. Burnsville going to control off the draw. Botts right at center. Tries to dump it in. He does. Burnsville looks like just playing a little dump and chase right now. They come off that power play. Sure, they got to get their lines back where they should be. 3-on-2 Cats. They might have got away with one there on an offside. Whitcow kicks that aside. I can tell who that was coming down the middle, but I thought he had a stride in. Somebody's going to take the puck, and we've got a whistle because not sure what everybody's looking out to center. Wouldn't be an offsides from there. Puck's going to go back into the Wildcat zone. Maybe they are going to call an offsides.
I was going to say maybe it was a high stick, but it looks like it's going to be an offside.
Yeah, I didn't think the puck got out. Cats looking for an explanation. Going to get one. Not going to agree with it. Coach Taylor on the far side also looking for an explanation. A couple arms pointing.
Talking to the line judge there.
Ever seen an official overturn their call?
Only in football.
Exactly. That's due to video or when their partner comes in. And so we play on, tied at 1. 11:41 to go. Period number 2. Henry Reif leaves it for Myers. Myers backhand for Reif on a little give and go. Bassett in front couldn't quite connect, trying to hit Gibson in front. And Burnsville brings it out the other way, knocked down by the Eagan D. Burnsville, Botts avoids a little bit of a check there by Meekin. Meekin, who is still out there, number 12. Here come the Cats, opportunity far side from the dot in. Backhand, oh, just wide was Johnny Myers.
On a backhand, that was pretty amazing move in front of the net.
There's Burnsville with an opportunity the other way, backhand, and that is just behind the net. And Myers going that forehand, backhand, kind of Mikko Koivu-like in the shootout with that move that the Wild captain likes to do. Here's Myers once again, tries to get it across, right rebound, and Whitcow falls on the puck, and the Burnsville students are pounding on the glass in the Eagan Civic Arena. They're happy.
Yeah, that was nearly another tip in there. Right at the goalie pads.
So 10:51 to go. We're still at 1-1. Face-off will be to the left of Witkow. That's Evan Witkow, the senior goalie for the Blaze. Right around far side. Cats keeping a shot from way out. And Witkow with a big glove for Burnsville. That took all of 6 seconds. .45 to go. Shots 11-9 in favor of the Wildcats. Mentioned Witkow. He played just under 300 minutes a year ago. 303 goals against average, a save percentage of .892. As Burnsville lost their senior netminder to graduation. Here comes the Cats the other way. Connor Hayden, the bulk of the work a year ago for the Blaze. Burnsville looking to regroup in their own zone. Faith gets around his man at center. Overskating the puck that time. In the Eagan zone, that was, I believe, Cody, is that Ryder?
That was.
Okay, just checking. Not that you know that kid, right? Or Reader, pardon me. Why did I say Ryder? Reader. Got to get that right. Number 25. And here come the Cats going the other way. It's Asta. Deep in, and Whitco, he'll just hang on. You know, Tony Asta, not the biggest kid, but boy, he's quick.
He is fast, and he's got really good stick handling skills too. Tony used to play lacrosse in the spring, and then he migrated to golf. I heard he's a pretty good golfer, but it was fun to coach him when he was playing lacrosse. So he does have some good hands.
And Burnsville's going to control this time. Losing the puck in the neutral zone, however, they're going to get it back onto the stick of number 11. That was Myers, but he couldn't hang on. Good pressure by the Cats. Opportunity. Wedward backhand in front, couldn't quite get it there. Dylan Wedward, aggressive play for the Wildcats. Oh, big hit at center. 24, that was Cron with the big hit for the Wildcats. And Myers and Tompkins almost knee to knee at the blue. 9 minutes to go, second period. We're 1-1 here on Eagan TV. Too far, should be an ice on the Blaze. And indeed it is.
Yeah, it looks like the physicality of the game is picking up here midway through the second.
You safely say two teams that don't like each other. You always wonder about these guys. They probably play each other when they're, mites, up to squirts, peewees. And these guys know who each other is. They've been to camps together.
Oh, absolutely. They probably played on some of the same teams.
They could have. They're going to beat the snot out of each other here for a while, but then end of the game, they're all out there shaking hands at center ice, which is always good to see, too. First of two meetings this year between the Wildcats and the Blaze. January 18th, Wildcats at Burnsville. It's a 7 o'clock start. Opportunity, Cats. Backhand. Oh, count it!
Aiden White all alone. Backhand between the, right in the 5-hole. Goes into the back of the net.
8:28, the time of that one. Unfortunately, it's a single camera shoot tonight, so we don't have the replay, but you said it, boy, what a goal there.
He picked up the puck right outside the blue line and took it in all alone and backhanded it right into the 5-hole and then went in.
So the Cats up 2-1 thanks to Aiden White. He's now got a goal and an assist tonight. Cron got an assist on that goal.
Really?
And Luke Anderson gets one as well. So White from Cron and Anderson, 8:28. And that actually got some of the Burnsville student section up chanting, rooting on the Blaze. And we've got a whistle behind the play. We've got a couple guys sitting down behind the net. And we're going to have a hold coming up. Time of the no-no. It's going to be 9:08. And it looks like it's going to go against Myers of the Wildcats.
Johnny rarely goes to the sin bin.
Third power play of the night upcoming for the Blaze. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Last year, Myers had 12 penalty minutes total. So you're right, he rarely goes. And for as much as that kid is on the ice,
he's on course for a new record.
Cats with an opportunity trying to break out. That was Gibson. Burnsville keeps in Anderson. Down the half wall. Here's Anderson from way out. Is he going to fire? Long wrist shot. That trickled just wide. Erlob there for Burnsville. Nearly got the tip. Erlob with the puck back out. Anderson in front of the Blaze bench. All the way through, and Manzella gobbles that one up. That took all of 29 seconds on the power play. Cats going to make a 3-player change. Burnsville's going to keep their 5 out there, including Anderson and Nielsen back at the points. Bell among those up front. He wears 14. Erlob is the center. And the far side, of course, is Ashan. Some pretty good snipers out there for Burnsville on this power play unit. And that one, opportunity. Here comes Eagan. A couple guys battling for the puck. Eagan couldn't quite control. Good aggressive play, though, by the Cats. I think it was Lockenmeyer. Check far side. Indeed, it was Lockenmeyer.
Yes, it was.
Long shot. That never got through. Blocked down in front. Meekin. Well, you mentioned on that last penalty kill, Meekin was out there the entire 2 minutes. I'm not sure he's went off the ice even since then. Seems like every time we look down, there's number 12 doing something.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
Good sliding stop there by the Wildcats all the way down. And guess who shot that all the way down?
He's going to get a much-needed rest at the bench.
Absolutely. Get that young man some Gatorade or water or something. 36 to go in the power play for Burnsville. They're down by a 2-1 count. Here comes Nielsen. He gets around White. Ashan, backhand, forehand, dangles, backhand across. And Manzella got a piece of that. And wow, Burnsville does not know how that didn't go in.
And that was a similar shot to the goal in the first period against Manzella. And he this time he caught it underneath the arm and stopped the goal.
23 to go in the power play for Burnsville. That close to a 2-2 hockey game. Said the Cats stay up 2-1 here, 6:14 to go in the middle period. All the way down. Burnsville will have to regroup. They might have time for one more rush on the power play. They keep their 5 out. Here come the Blaze with 9 to go in the power play. That was 9. Tompkins bringing it in. He loses it. Here's Faith. Across the blue. Stops in front of the bench. Cats are going to kill off another power play. Burnsville now is 0 for 3 tonight with the extra man. Cats 0 for 1. And Manzella leaves it. God, there's Meekin right back out there. He got his sip. He's ready to go. I don't know what he got, but boy, he's got some wheels that time. He'll shoot. No, he won't. Everything but the shot that time for Meekin. White keeps it away Byrne checked that for the Wildcats, number 4. He'll chase it into the corner along with number 6 for Burnsville, Cole Pearson. First time I think we've mentioned Pearson tonight. Well, we've got a whistle. 5:18 to go. Hey, we mentioned the upcoming schedule. Eagan Hockey's having their annual Stick It to Cancer Day on Saturday, December 14th. It's a boy-girl doubleheader. Boys play at 1 and 3, girls 5 and 7. The whole idea is to celebrate the lives of cancer survivors, remembering those who are no longer with us. All money raised is going to be donated to the Hope Lodge in Minneapolis as a part of the American Cancer Society. They're encouraging people to wear white to that game, and they are accepting donations for Hope Lodge as well. And they've got a wish list on the Eagan Hockey site, but it's everything from gift cards to Target and grocery stores, general supplies, paper towels, toilet paper, dish soap, hot chocolate, napkins, pillowcases, all kinds of lists. Stick It to Cancer event, December the 14th here at the Civic Arena. Boys, JV 1 and varsity at 3, then the girls 5 and 7, JV and varsity. We're also going to be selling shirts here at the arena for $10 that day. Stick It to Cancer event.
Yeah, I got to pick my shirt up. It's a great cause.
Yeah, the motto is unite in the fight and wear white as we stick it to cancer. So great cause there. I know the Eagan JV coach Todd Carlson, a big part of that Stick It to Cancer group. I know they've done a lot of good things throughout the years. fighting that awful disease. Inside 5 minutes to go, second period. 2-1 Wildcats. White with the only tally this period to put the Wildcats up by a 2-1 count. Burnsville's going to bring it in deep. That's Gregerson. He's just a sophomore, top line forward for the Burnsville squad. And this will be a Sean with the puck. There's Gregerson dumping it in. He's got a Sean out there with him along with Tim Erlob. Erlob, the captain on this Burnsville team, number 7. And nice job tied up there by the Wildcats. And Cats are going to make a big change. They're going to get 4 fresh skaters out there. Aiden Byrne, the lone man, staying out there. All the way down off the stick at center. And we shall have ourselves an icing with 4:08 to go. And this game has definitely slowed down a little bit.
I was going to say that. Right now we're at 12 shots on goal for Eagan, 11 for Burnsville. We didn't really add many shots this period as of yet, but the barrage could start at any time.
5-3 shots for Eagan this period, by the way. It was 8-7 Burnsville after 1. Here's a shot for the Wildcats, and couldn't quite poke one in there. That was Delmonico, I believe, on the doorstep. Cats out in front, opportunity. Whoa, Whitco got the pad out. Purely reflexive there, I think.
That was Alex Lackenmeyer on that shot. That was a beautiful shot on the goal.
There's Bell for Nielsen. Well, Nielsen for Burnsville, he's been out there an awful lot as well at number 18. Again, another one where it seems like we're looking down and he's always been out there. There's Lackenmeyer overskates it for the Wildcats. Woodward couldn't get there, but he's going to battle as well right below center ice. And we've got, I believe that's going to be a souvenir. Puck up, out of play. Darn near landed in the lost and found bin here at the Eagan Civic Arena. Anybody looking for a puck?
I could probably use one myself.
Yeah, absolutely. 3:25 to go. Eagan puts their top trio back out there with Gibson, Myers, Henry Wright. And Burnsville can't keep that one in. Boy is forced to regroup. Henry will just dump it in deep for the Wildcats. A little dump and chase. Burnsville tries to ring around far side. Kept in over there by the Wildcats. Quick shot. Man, he's got that glove quick.
He does, and it's very reactive, but it's like he bumps it off the stick into the glove. I've seen that happen quite a few times this period.
That was Aiden Byrne with that long shot. Out there currently with that 25 for Eagan. What's his name again?
Cody Rader.
Yeah, him. Let's see if we can get one back to him here at the point. We're going to send it back deep down instead. Whoa, Whitcow gets upended, and we're going to have, imagine we've got it's going to be an interference call, I believe, on the Wildcats. Or are they going to take one from each? Burnsville students are making a lot of noise in the negative area. And they are going to take Myers once again.
That is an absolute rarity to see Johnny in the box twice in the same period.
14:02 time of this one. Imagine what goalie interference they're going to get him on.
I would imagine.
And surprisingly enough, Coach Taylor looking for an explanation there on the Eagan bench. I didn't see it. I only saw the reaction of the goalie falling down, so
that's all I saw as well.
I couldn't tell if he was tangled up with someone. But Burnsville looking to go on the power play. This will be their third opportunity this period, fourth of the game. Again, Mike Taylor looking for that explanation. Hey, quick opportunity. Let's mention those that are helping us tonight. You're part of the Eagan TV crew. Kind of a bare bones crew tonight, but Josh Sibley is here helping us all. Dalton Gruber and Joe Chupik joining the crew at Eagan TV. Joe, thanks for joining us here. He's running the camera tonight. Dalton's making sure everything looks good. We sound good. Josh, I don't know where Josh is. Concession stand, maybe.
I don't know how he got a stick on that puck, but Manzella made a nice play.
He did.
It hit high off the stick on the right side.
Again, thanks for joining us wherever you're at, watching us on the Eagan TV YouTube channel. Burnsville down into the corner. They're going to get Sean's got it down to Nielsen, back to Sean. They're trying to get it in front there to 14 Bell. Nothing happened in that time. Burnsville's going to circle it out. Far side, and the Cats able to poke it out. Anderson forced to regroup. It's Joey Anderson, the Burnsville captain. Aggressive play, Henry Reif on Nielsen. And here comes Burnsville. It's a little too far on the far side for Erlob. And Erlob battles behind the play. Erlob almost gets taken down because of it. Aggressive play there by the Wildcats. Puck does not squirt out, however. Sean's just going to dump it back in as Gibson is battling for the Eagan Wildcats. Right, Erlob. Burnsville regroups. Nielsen back across, tried to find Erlob. That was tipped on the way through by Reif. There's a Sean behind the net. Manzella looking over that left shoulder, keeping an eye on things. Burnsville tried to get Erlob on the far side. 50 to go in the power play. Nielsen shot. Manzella stood up nicely to that one, and we've got a whistle. Good puck moving by the Blaze, and even better stop by Manzella.
Yeah, the first shot he blocked with his helmet, and the second one went into the glove, but Derek's having a heck of a second period here, saving some pretty good shots.
And he's checking the helmet, as you just mentioned. 46 to go in the Burnsville power play. Again, Wildcats coming up for the next few games. They're at Apple Valley on Saturday. I believe that's a 2 o'clock tilt at the Apple Valley Sports Arena. Then 3 straight at home. Farmington on the 12th, Prior Lake on the 14th, and the 17th is East Ridge. Kind of nice looking at that Wildcat schedule. You've got some teams you don't play a lot. You've got East Ridge at home. Duluth Marshall's coming down. And then they've got a game. They're at Cloquet-Esco Carleton this year. I know the Lumberjacks were here, I think it was last year or 2 years ago. But Cats making the trip up 35. Hopefully there's not going to be 2 feet of snow near Cloquet on that one.
I was looking at that Duluth game, and I think it happens on a Tuesday. I'm certainly glad I'm not one of the Duluth kids or parents.
Yeah, Duluth Marshall, it is actually a Saturday afternoon tilt.
Oh, it is a Saturday afternoon.
3 o'clock here at the Civic Arena. Just a guess that Santa Claus might make an appearance on that one. But that Cloquet game is actually a Thursday night road game in Cloquet. Oh, Burnsville nearly got one there, trying to center it in front, but nobody home wearing black. 18 to go in the power play for the Blaze. And that puck is going to come out across the blue. With Burnsville, they spin with Nielsen. They get able to get a shot off before the power play expires. Anderson to Bell. Here's Bell, near side. Nielsen down low. Power play is over. Cats at full strength. Inside a minute to go in the second period. Another good kill that time by the Wildcats. 4 for 4 tonight are they in killing penalties. And here comes the speedster. That's Myers. Myers shot, and he tried to go top. Whitco got a piece of it into the netting. And we're still 2-1. Well, we talk about the Cats on that. Some of the teams they're playing that you don't normally see. But Burnsville this year, I'm looking at their schedule. They've got Champlin Park at home, Blake, and then they've got a lot of conference games. And I know Egan's playing in that South St. Paul tournament over the holidays, and Burnsville, I believe, has usually been in the Schwann Cup. I don't know, multi-colors that they have, who gets which division, but it's not listed on their schedule, but I would assume they're playing somewhere over the holidays. Big hit in the corner. Cats looking to regroup. 18 seconds to go in the period. Time for one more rush. Here's Cron for the Wildcats. Tries to poke it ahead. Instead, it's Burnsville with the intercept. And big hit far side. Tucci gets down, knocked off the puck. Tompkins for Burnsville. Can he get a shot before the buzzer? Nice job blocked down in front by the defenseman. And then Manzella with a couple of stops late. Woo!
That period ended with a fury.
That's a good way to put it. I like that. That's about it, too. Burnsville, by the way, 8 shots that period. They got 16. Cats, also 8 shots that period. They've got 15. So the difference, Tony Asta, he scored 8:28 into the period on a breakaway. That puts the Wildcats up 2-1. Let's take a break, and we'll come back. We've got at least 17 more minutes of high school hockey. You're watching Eagan TV. You're home for Wildcat Sports. And we welcome you back inside the Eagan Civic Arena for at least 17 more minutes of action as we set for the third period. It's been a tight one so far. It's the Eagan Wildcats 2, the Burnsville Blaze 1. My name is Mike Cook.
My name is Kerry Rader.
Thank you. There we go. We got it all covered now. Mentioned part of our ETV crew helping us out. We've got Josh Sibley, Dylan Gruber, and Joe Chupik helping us out tonight here. Kind of a bare bones shoot, but we are glad you're with us on the Eagan TV website, or YouTube page, I should say. Probably link to it off the ETV website. Hey, it's game one for us as well, right?
Exactly.
Home opener for the Wildcats. First road game of the year for the Blaze. Yeah, we've got some more shoots coming up, but yeah, just keep checking the Eagan TV site for games and times in your location. But yeah, here come the Cats. They are up by a 2-1 count so far tonight. Eagan has gotten goals from Tony Asta and Aiden White. White also has an assist tonight. And the other assists tonight have been Max Meekin, number 12. Number 24 is Nicholas Cron, and number 6, Luke Anderson with a helper as well. Derek Manzella, 15 saves between the pipes. Evan Whitco for Burnsville. He's got 13 saves for the Blaze. You know, we should mention there are 3 people over on that Eagan bench who never get the recognition they deserve, and that's the varsity managers. This year it's Amanda Ferlita, Gemma Sundberg, and Jocelyn Abbott. I hope I got Gemma, G-E-M-M-A. So, got to be something like that.
It's got to be close.
Bottom line is the student managers, again, oftentimes they don't get the recognition they deserve, but I know Coach Taylor and the guys are very happy to have their assistance. Eagan's going to be moving right to left this period. We will have the Burnsville Blaze left to right in the black. Steve Bolio, see what he told his Burnsville Blaze at intermission and see what Coach Taylor mentioned to the Wildcats. I'm going to guess both said, guys, we got to score.
And it looks like we're right out of the gate. We have a penalty on Burnsville coming up.
Yep, there goes Manziel to the bench. Here comes Myers into the Burnsville zone. Myers, quick shot, rebound. It was just wide, and there's going to be 16 seconds time of the infraction. Second penalty of the night on Burnsville. And we'll see who they call and for what. It's going to be Gregerson. Happened right away down in the defensive zone for the Blaze. A good opportunity for the home team here to get one and go up by 2.
I want to say that penalty, which happened right in front of us, was a tripping penalty on tripped Myers up.
Bottom line is Cats have the power play. Burnsville dumps it in. And Manzella just kind of lets that one go to the side off the stick of number 7, Erlob. You called it 2 minutes for tripping officially. "16 seconds in," they said. Okay.
We got that one right.
That's right. Again, we're kind of a bare bones production tonight, so we'll keep giving you the updates on time remaining in the penalty, which is currently at 1:22. I would imagine Eagan's got that top power play unit out there, which should be Myers, Gibson, Henry Wright up front. And Meekin and Byrne. Burnsville 3-on-3 shorthanded. That never got through. Nice block by the sliding Eagan defenseman. Sean knocked off the puck. And here come the Cats the other way, 3-on-2 if they hurry and if they keep the puck, which they did not. 49 seconds to go in the Wildcat power play. The Wildcat power play that has really done nothing thus far. As Burnsville done a good job of keeping the puck away, knocking the puck off the stick. Here's Meekin in deep. The Cats can get something set up this time. Couldn't do it. And Manziel all the way down. See if they call that a shot on goal from all the way down. They wouldn't at the NHL level.
No, he was outside the crease too, so I'm not sure why they ring the bell there, but
19 to go in the power play for the Wildcats. 15 minutes to go in regulation. Dare we say in regulation. Eagan looking to get one more quick opportunity with the man advantage. Too far that time for Anderson, and he meets the boards for his efforts. Big check far side. Burnsville full strength. Good kill that time for the Blaze. Battle on there on the far half wall and kept in. Yeah. Oh no, it does squirt out. Cats unable to keep that one in. And we've got an offsides on Burnsville. Just a little bit of a kind of a dipsy there with the dipsy doodle and cost them.
That almost could have been a lot worse. They didn't cleanly handle the puck at center ice, otherwise it would have been a 3-on-1.
So the Cats a little fortunate there on the Burnsville miscue. Top line out right now for the Wildcats. Burnsville, I believe this is their second pairing with Bell, Holmstrom, and Nielsen. Good aggressive play there by Gibson. Gibson, another one of those kids that only knows one way to go, and that's 100% every time he's out there. Wildcats. Byrne tries to turn and go. Kept in over on that half wall by the Blaze. And Eagan able to poke it out too far for Gibson. Won't be all the way down, no chance of an ice. And it comes back into the Eagan zone. Burnsville's going to make, looks like a 3-player change behind the play. And here come the Wildcats. They didn't change up anybody. Dumped all the way down. Now the Cats are changing up behind the play. Rico kicks that one aside, or steers it aside to Bell. Blaze coming out the other way. Faith leading the rush. Oh, nice. Big hit at center.
Johnny Myers.
Absolutely. A little frustration there for Myers. He had 2 penalties in that last period. Nice. He goes deep. Continues deep. Right in front, opportunity. And couldn't get off a good shot, but Whitco makes the save. I think it was that Gibby with the opportunity. Somebody was coming down the slot there for the Wildcats. It was actually 17, Lockenmeyer.
Yeah, I missed the numbers. Like you said earlier, these blue on gray numbers are hard to see.
Yeah, it's could be a challenge for us this year. Meekin way out, that up over the net, over the glass into the netting. And we'll get a face-off to the left of Evan Whitco. Burnsville looks like they're going to make a forward grouping change. Sean, Erlob, Gregerson out for the Blaze. Cats keeping the Myers, Reif, and Gibson trio. Nice. Whoop. Opportunity, Burnsville, a shot. And that goes wide of Manzella. Stand corrected for the Wildcats. It's Osto, White, and Anderson out there. They get far side. Inside 13 to go in this one. 2-1 Wildcats. Dump deep. Whitco plays that one, and he'll wander out to the corner and play that one. I always get a little nervous when goalies do that, and I don't know, arms are up.
Yeah, it looked like he got dropped down with the stick.
I agreed with you, actually. I was just saying, those goalies, they kind of start to roam sometimes. You got to get a little nervous. Bell tries to center. Oh, and Manzella bobbles it, but then hangs on. Nice read by the senior netminder for the Wildcats. Keeps just a 2-1 game for Eagan with 22 to go.
Yeah, I don't know with the goalies if it's a level of comfortness or confidence or what that brings them out there. The lure of easy money.
That's with a shot that really didn't get all of that one. Fluttered to the right of the Eagan net. Winslow tries to control in deep. Goes back into the corner. The official's got to get out of the way. He does. Goes back to the official. He gets out of the way once again. And Byrne for the Wildcats. Aiden Byrne, who's a captain along with Cole Gibson and Max Meekin this year on the Wildcats squad. Lockenmeyer backhands it in front. Nobody there, however. Wedward was coming down the slot, just couldn't get there in time. And we've got a penalty. And is it going to be Wedward?
Yeah, it's going to be number 10.
And it's going to be a trip. Burnsville back to the power play. 11:52 to go here in period number 3. Well, we said Eagan had 9 penalties in that last game down at New Prague. That's 5 tonight against the Wildcats.
Looks like they're not going to get off too easy in practice.
Now Taylor could skate these guys a little hard tomorrow. Burnsville is able to keep this one in. Anderson shoots it, echoes just wide. Tried to get it through traffic. I think Bell was there looking for the tip. There's Anderson on top of the slot. Thinks about it, shoots low shot, goes just wide. About the same spot that time. Cats sent it all the way down. About 30 seconds gone by in the power play for Burnsville. sure if anybody changed up. Nielsen eludes one man. Nice move to get around the Wildcat defender. Tries to get it over near side for Erlob. Erlob lost it going behind, and the puck behind that, and all the way up. Burnsville will be forced to regroup. Egan's going to change up 2 players.
Meekin's going to stay out on the ice.
Shocker. Johnny Myers stays out there as well for the Wildcats. And we've got a whistle because we have an offsides. 1:03 to go in the Blaze power play. 10:55 to go in regulation. By the way, for those of you that are watching us, might have been watching the Wild earlier tonight. Wild win in Tampa Bay by a 5-4 count. So thanks for tuning over to watch high school puck. The prep puck game tonight here at the Eagan Civic Arena. South Suburban Conference rivals going at it. The Burnsville Blaze down by a 2-1 count, and that one just went off the glove of Manzella. That close to tying this one up. Puck scores, free opportunity for the Wildcats. White, Reif, shot. Reif, White couldn't get the shot off on the rebound.
Bounced over his stick.
And he's got 1 and 1 tonight. That was nearly a second tally.
It was a nice little breakout there.
20 to go in the Burnsville power play. Here's a shot. He'll stop at neutral. Top spin. White pokes it in. Good play by Aiden, though, to knock it in just briefly. Here comes Burnsville. Here's Faith. Long shot. That was knocked down in front by the Wildcat D. That was Willery, I believe. Out in front, and never got through. Power play for Burnsville is now over. Cats at full strength. And that should, they're going to call an ice. They are.
Boy, that was a nice burn on that power play by Eagan defense. They really played strong, blocked a lot of shots. Made it easy for Derek Manzella.
Eagan penalty kill now 11 for 12 on the season. Nice numbers in terms of success. 12 opportunities in 2 games, not so much.
Right.
Nah.
Given the opportunity to the opposition.
Absolutely. A big hit right at the blue line, and Eagan bench absolutely livid there. Oh, they are going to get a call. I saw about 18 guys on that bench jump up on that one. And who's going to sit for Burnsville? It's going to be number 9, Tompkins. I think they got him on an elbow. He got his money's worth on that penalty, I will say. A big check.
Close to the boards.
7:28 time of that one. Jordan Tompkins to sit. We believe it was an elbow. So the Wildcats looking to get one here on the power play. Opportunity to make this a 2-goal game. Interference, actually the official call, as Whitco directs that one up into the netting off the stick of Meekin. All 14 seconds elapsed on the power play. Number 13, Henry Reif on the draw for Eagan. He's back to Byrne. Byrne going near side. Meekin across. Couldn't quite connect. I think that was that Gibby far side they were trying to get?
It looked like Myers, but yeah, I think it was Johnny Myers trying on the tip in.
Yeah, I think it was on the tip, but they had somebody else coming down on the right side. That might have been Gibby, but bottom line, it didn't happen. 9:02 to go in the third. Minute and a half to go on the Wildcat power play. I would imagine we're going to see a lot of this top line for the Wildcats here in the final 9 minutes. In front, couldn't quite connect. Reif trying to come in, but he had a Burnsville player got in the way. And here comes Ashan for Burnsville. He'll just dump it down and in off the referee, or off the linesman, I should say. And Eagan to regroup. 1:08 to go in this power play. Just shy of halfway through the third period. It is indeed 2-1 Wildcats. Far side, opportunity. Whitco with a save, rebound, and that one somehow got deflected wide. It was Reif on the opportunity. Was that Reif, I think, that was coming? Or Meekin.
I think it was Reif.
Was it Reif? Well, Reif's got it again. 12-13. These numbers aren't the easiest to read. We'll get through it. Tried to come back near side Reif. Cat's going to be forced to regroup. And Willery just sends it far side out of harm's way. Picked up by the Cats. Here's Meekin just inside the blue. He'll dump it in. 28 to go in the power play for the Wildcats. They change up all 5. Burnsville keeps their same 4. $15 to go. Cats looking for one more rush with the man advantage. All the way down deep into the corner. Good defense there by the Burnsville defense. Here's White with it. Tries to find something in front. Whitco never got through to him. Burnsville full strength. 7.5 to go. It's still 2-1 Wildcats. That's from the dot. And that goes wide of Whitco. Cats keeping this one in. They have some tired Wildcats out there right now. There's White, centered as a cross. Cats might have been offside had they have touched the puck, but they did not, so we play on. Trying to get around Bell is Asta. And Asta bounced it off the boards and out. Here we got a near side defensive rush this time. Here's Byrne, nice backhand pass. White couldn't quite get control of the puck, and Burnsville other way. Stopping at center, Burnsville making a change behind the play. They tried to dump it in, gets to about the half wall. And Eagan does dump it out. 6:42 to go. This is Ben Willard, check that, Nicholas Cron for the Wildcats, number 24. The sophomore defenseman. Got a point tonight on an assist. There's Johnny Myers, the senior. That was tipped in front. Oh, couldn't get good wood on that time on the rebound opportunity was Cron. Meekin back at the blue line, takes down his man, and we're going to have a penalty on the Wildcats. It's going to be a hole or interference. Bottom line, it's going to be a 2-minute. 2-minute? Meekin's going to sit.
Looks like it's going to be a hold.
10:31 time of the penalty. Power play number 6 upcoming for Burnsville. 6:19 to go.
This period's moved by pretty quickly, even with all the penalties. But to your point earlier, hopefully the boys' legs aren't getting too tired here.
Yep, holding is the official call, by the way. Something happened behind the play the Burnsville students liked ever so briefly. Anderson leading the rush for Burnsville. He wears big number 21. Nielsen, here come the Cats. Can they get it out? Here's Lockenmeyer. Oh, couldn't quite free from his man, but a nice play to push it up by Asta. And Asta hard behind the net. Again, Cats near there with a 2-1-0 shorthanded. Burnsville dumps that one in, giving chase. Here's number 7, that's Urlaub. Another one, I think we're going to see a lot of that Urlaub trio out here. He and Ashan, and probably I think Bell is maybe the 3rd member of that group right now. And here comes Urlaub. He had 2 against Jefferson. Here's Ashan. Mazzella steered that aside, down it goes. PK half over for the Wildcats. And we've got a trip on the Wildcats. They are going to go 2 men down. Oh, something going on right in front of the Burnsville student section. I think it's going to be White. I believe it's going to be the guilty party. I think it's going to be a hook. So Burnsville's going to have a 2-man advantage for 50 seconds. Time of that one, 11:52.
Looks like Taylor's called a timeout so they can get some wind back in the sails here and strategize on a.
Was it Eagan or Burnsville that called the timeout?
I thought it was Eagan, but it might have been Burnsville.
So 50 seconds. Cats up 2-1 on the game reset. Sponsored by Eagan TV, your home for Wildcat Sports. Shots on goal right now, 21-20 in favor of Burnsville. Eagan up where it matters though, 2-1 on the scoreboard with 5:08 to go. We're in this South Suburban Conference opener for both of these squads. So don't forget, Wildcat fans, December 14th, Stick It to Cancer event. Wear white as we stick it to cancer. Eagan JV boys at 1, varsity at 3, girls JV 5, girls varsity at 7, all against Prior Lake here at the Eagan Civic Arena. Eagan, quick look at their schedule once again. They are at Apple Valley on Saturday the 7th, 2 o'clock tilt. Farmington is here next Thursday the 12th. Prior Lake, we just mentioned, is here. Eastridge is here on the 17th. And for Burnsville, they go home for a couple of games. They've got Eastview Saturday night, the 7th. The 12th, they are home to Prior Lake before they go to Farmington and Lakeville North. A lot of conference games there for both of these squads. And what should be a very tight South Suburban Conference this year.
Oh, yeah, especially with Rosemont at the top.
So we got a 5-on-3 for the Blaze. They are down by 1. Manzella's made some big saves for the Wildcats. And there's another one. Rebound. I thought I heard a whistle. Yeah, we did. Okay.
Kids are still trying to dig that puck out, but Derek Manzella made a nice cover on that puck right out in front of the net.
It took 16 seconds. Sean on the draw for Burnsville. That was Myers for the Wildcats. Burnsville controls. Anderson will send it low as Sean. Nielsen. Sean. Manzella read that well, got over, got the pad down. 19 to go in the two-man for Burnsville. Nielsen, he tried to get the shot off, couldn't control it, and that goes wide. Or Manzella got a piece of that one, steered it wide. There's an opportunity to slot down low. Manzella, rebound, and they're going to count it. Eagan is saying the net was off. Well, Eagan says that net was off, but they are going to count it. We've got ourselves a 2-2 hockey game. Erlob with the goal for Burnsville, and that was with 8 seconds to go in the two-man advantage. So what does that mean, sports fans? 119 power play for Burnsville.
In a 2-2 game.
Yep. First power play goal in 6 opportunities tonight for the Blaze. And it was Erlob on the doorstep. Here comes Nielsen for Burnsville. I think it was Gregerson and Anderson with the assists, I believe they said, on the Burnsville goal. So 2-2 our score, 4 minutes to go in regulation. 51 seconds in the power play for Burnsville. Shots 26-20 in favor of the Blaze. Momentum's clearly shifted to Burnsville here, especially when you get a two-man advantage. Anderson way out, long shot, that got tipped on the way through. I think Gibson might have got a piece of that one as he slid down. 29 in the power play. Tried to get it across to Sean. It was tipped on the way. Couldn't tell which Wildcat got a stick on it. Might have been Gibson. And the puck does come free. Burnsville forced to regroup. Here's Nielsen, number 18. It goes wide. 11 to go in the power play. Cats opportunity.
All right, here we go.
Breakaway opportunity for the Cats. Shot. Oh, they got the Myers rebound. Oh!
It was a nice slapper by Johnny Myers. It just went high over the net.
Oh, the Cats were set up. Is that Gibby, I think, leading the rush?
Yes.
By the way, 1 second to go in the power play for Burnsville. Faceoff will be in the Burnsville zone. Cats that close to taking a lead with 3:09 to go. Okay, Eagan Wildcats are now at full strength. 3:05 to go in regulation. Burn off the boards. Got a prediction at this point?
Overtime?
I don't think we're getting there. I'm going out on a limb. Pitko watches that go by to his left. Cats just dumped that one in with Byrne. White down deep for the Wildcats. Anderson in there to help out as well, number 6. And here comes Burnsville. 15 for the Blaze. Holmstrom leads the rush. Taken out of the play by Byrne. 2:22 to go in regulation. Big battle in the corner. And they're going to call the Cats on a penalty.
Gosh. Yeah, that looked like a clean check.
Whitco is off. Let's see what this one's all about. What are they calling? A lot of uncertainty. Here goes. It's Cron that's going to sit. No, check that. It's Willery. 14:46, time of the infraction.
Looks like a cross-checking, but I don't know. It looked clean from my angle.
Referee's going nowhere near the Eagan bench right now. I don't think they want to get the wrath of Coach Taylor. I thought it was clean, but the referee saw it differently. I believe is that the 8th penalty tonight on Eagan?
So it was confirmed, a 2-minute penalty for cross-checking on Ben Willery of the Eagan Wildcats.
8th penalty tonight on Eagan. 4th this period. Uh-oh! 3-2 Burnsville. With 1:48 to go. Second power play for Burnsville in their last 2 chances. Nice shot. Got awfully quiet in the Eagan student section.
It did. That was the Burnsville section cheering loudly.
Yes. And timeout taken by the Wildcats. Have to get the official word from Nick Johnson.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't look like it was that. There was a lot of mustard on that shot.
Yep.
It just kind of. I don't know if Derek Manziel was screened on that shot or not, but
I couldn't quite tell who they announced had the goal, but the assist went to Erlob and Anderson. Couldn't quite understand what Nick Johnson said for the goal scorer, but bottom line is it's 3-2 Burnsville. My guess it was Gregerson or Ashan. So let's see what the Cats choose to do, and when do you pull Manzella? 1:48 to go. I don't think you do it right away.
No, I don't think you do. I think you got to control puck in their end,
Yep.
and then give an opportunity to get somebody out on the ice. But
Yep.
we'll see how this face-off goes. A pretty critical face-off right here late in the game.
Cats looking to go 2-0. So is Burnsville. You know, we mentioned a little bit ago it's going to be a tight South Suburban Conference. I mean, it's the first game of the year, but boy, 2 points could look huge down the road.
Yeah, especially with the Lakeville teams, Rosemount, even Farmington is a dark horse in this conference. So
let's talk. I mean, this could be even potentially for sections way down the road. Those teams will be in there together, but so the Cats, we've got 100 seconds to go. Manzella comes out a little bit. Cats can't control, however. There's a Sean. Harasses the Eagan player nicely. Sean, turnover. Sean deep. Couldn't quite put that one in. That would have been the dagger. And Manzella looks to the bench. Manzella out to the circles. Manzella thinking about it. Ryan Burnsville's going to try to poke it back out. Manzella looking. Now he goes to the bench. 1:07 to go. Cats got a 6th skater on the ice. They trail by a 3-2 count. 2 late goals by the Blaze. Minute to go in regulation. Cats with an empty net behind them. Can the Cats keep it in far side? They can, right in front of the Burnsville bench. They've knocked down in front of the way through. Whitco there. Oh, Burnsville couldn't quite backhand it out. Now they get it out.
It's a bad save.
There's the net, and that'll do it. Dylan Reed from center ice, and it's 4-2 Blaze. Empty netter for the 2nd straight game for Burnsville, and they're going to beat somebody by 2 goals. And we 35.8 to go in this one.
And it was such a tight game up to the last 2.5 minutes. We got those untimely penalties, two kids in the box.
Yep. Well, again, you can't take 8 penalties against Burnsville.
No, that's apparent.
17 penalties in 2 games for the Wildcats. Burnsville student section, they're telling you everything with the chant of "this one's over." And Burnsville tried to get one more close. Cats are going to bring it out. 13 to go. And they'll just dump it in. A little extra pushing and shoving. Got a little hit in the corner. 6 to go. And the Burnsville Blaze are going to improve to 2-0 on this young season as they come into the Eagan Civic Arena. And they're going to leave with a 4-2 victory. Shots on goal, Burnsville finishes with 28. The Wildcats with 23. And as we said, Eagan, 8 penalties. Finally caught up with them late in the game as Burnsville got 2 power play goals late. And then an empty netter to ice it. So teams will shake hands out there at center ice. Wildcats are probably going to skate hard tomorrow at practice.
I will guarantee you that. I know my son will be home at 5 o'clock having dinner and then going to bed.
I would imagine. So the Wildcats, they head to Apple Valley on Saturday before they've got 3 in a row at home. Eastview, or check that, other team, that's Eagan, this side, is Farmington, Prior Lake, and Eastridge will be here before the holidays as well. Burnsville, they go home they've got Eastview and Prior Lake coming up at the Burnsville Ice Center. Teams shake hands, and that's going to wrap things up from the Eagan Civic Arena, where once again your final score, the Burnsville Blaze 4, Eagan Wildcats 2. So on behalf of Josh Sibley, Dalton Gruber, Joe Chupik,
Terry Rader,
I'm Mike Cook. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you later this year. Wildcat Hockey on ETV.